What if I told you that you don't need any coding skills, a big budget, or even years of experience to actually build a side hustle using AI? Now, many people don't know how simple it can actually be when you actually follow the right process. If you're serious about earning some extra income using AI, this is how you can get started with a simple step-by-step blueprint that you can use right away. So watch this until the end, because each step can help you create that new side hustle and that new income with AI. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favor? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me really energized to bring you more videos. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's begin with step number 1, which is to start with an existing AI business model instead of actually inventing your own. If you want to build a simple side hustle using AI, you want to start with a business model that already actually makes money right now, instead of trying to create something completely new from scratch. Now, if you actually follow a model that businesses are already actually paying for, then this tells you that there is an existing demand. And this removes a lot of the guesswork, because you already know there is an existing demand for the service. So if you actually spend weeks trying to think of a unique business idea, you may actually never get started at all. If you actually choose a proven service instead, you can actually spend your time learning how to actually deliver really good results and outcomes, instead of wondering whether people will actually pay for it in the first place. You want to find that existing demand first. So if you need proof of concept and proof of demand that businesses are already paying for AI supported services, then just go and visit www.upwork.com or fiverr.com or even contra.com or even freelancer.com. These are some well-known freelancing websites that you can actually check out to find an existing demand. Now, if you just go to any of these freelancing platforms and just search for different services like blog writing or email writing or social media management or product descriptions or YouTube script writing, or even presentation design or video editing or video creation, you're going to literally find thousands of active jobs from different businesses who are actually looking for help. Now, if you actually take a good look carefully at those job listings that you find on these freelancing websites, you're going to quickly notice that clients are paying for solutions to their problems rather than actually paying for AI itself. So people are actually paying for solutions to their problems. So just take AI out of the equation for just a minute. If you can actually solve one of those problems much faster, and you can do it more efficiently by actually using AI tools, you can actually compete even if you are completely new. So if you actually just choose one simple service and you learn how to deliver it really, really well, so you can actually produce high quality work, you can actually build some solid experience much faster than trying to offer, say, 10 to 20 different services. Now, if you become known for solving one specific problem or one pain point, like lead generation or customer service or just driving more sales, any of these kind of things, clients are much more likely to actually remember you and actually recommend you to other people as well. So if you actually need some help choosing, you want to begin with something that actually matches your skill sets right now, that you actually enjoy doing as well. This is going to make it a bit easier for you. So for example, if you like writing, you can actually create blog articles or even newsletters for emails or even website copy or LinkedIn posts. These are all going to have good demand because businesses constantly need fresh written content for their own businesses. Now, if you find that you're more of a creative and you enjoy creating visuals and graphics, you can actually offer social media designs or even presentations or even just simple marketing graphics and materials. If you prefer video type work, then you can actually help YouTube creators or even just small business editors with short form videos for different platforms like YouTube Shorts or TikTok and even Instagram Reels as well. So if you want an AI tool that can help you with the writing, just go and visit chatgpt.com. If you use ChatGPT, you're using an AI platform which has actually been developed by OpenAI, and this is going to help you generate ideas, create those outlines, rewrite content, and even explain complex topics, brainstorm good headlines, and just speed up those first drafts. This can actually save you hours compared with starting from a blank page. Now, if you find that you need some help with researching different types of information, then go and visit perplexity.ai. Now, Perplexity AI is a really useful AI tool or platform. And if you actually use Perplexity, you can actually search the web with AI while receiving answers that include links to different sources, which makes it a lot easier to actually check different facts and gather some really solid and reliable information before actually creating any kind of content. So Perplexity AI is a really useful AI tool or a platform for doing research and collecting good information for your content. So if you find that you want to design those graphics and those visuals and you want to do it very quickly, then just go and visit canva.com at www.canva.com. Now, if you actually use Canva, you can actually access literally thousands of different templates, which are actually powered by AI tools. And this can help you create things like presentations, social media posts, different types of documents, and even lots of marketing graphics for all the social media platforms out there, without you needing any professional design experience at all. Now, if you want clients to actually begin trusting you right from the start, you want to build a solid and a small portfolio before actually applying for any work. This is going to show people what you can actually do and give them some kind of proof of concept. So if you actually create 3 to 5 really realistic examples of high quality work using different AI tools, you can immediately have something to show potential clients that you work with, instead of just simply telling people what you can actually do. So you want to have some proof of examples of what you can actually do with different AI tools and different softwares to show people what kind of work you can do. This is going to further help you actually get hired by them. So for example, if you decide to offer blog writing, you can actually write a complete article for a fictional brand or a company in an industry that actually interests you. If you decide to offer YouTube script writing as an example, you can create a full script based on some real topics, so those potential clients can actually judge the quality of your work. Now, if you find that you need somewhere to actually organize your work, then just visit Notion at www.notion.so. If you actually use Notion, you can actually build a clean online portfolio that anyone can actually access. You can organize projects, you can create simple pages for different services, and you can actually share with one simple link with any potential clients that you work with. So Notion is like an all-in-one organizational platform that you can use. So if you would rather store files in folders to keep things organized, you can also use Google Drive through drive.google.com. Now, if you actually organize your portfolio really neatly with clear titles and make the navigation very easy, then clients can quickly understand what it actually is that you offer without actually searching through lots of different files. So Google Drive is also a good option for you to do as well. Now, if you actually edit every sample before publishing it using your own insights, you can give yourself a much better chance of creating a very strong first impression. If your examples clearly solve a business problem or take away a pain point, so remember, you're going to be solving problems here. AI is just the assistant that you're going to be using. Clients are much more likely to believe that you can produce similar work for them as well. So if you want more people to actually hire you, you want to explain the results and the outcomes and the transformations that you can create for the business, instead of just talking about the AI software that you use. Remember, people pay for outcomes and results, not the software that you're using. If you simply tell people that you use AI, you sound exactly like thousands of other freelancers out there. But if you actually explain that you help YouTube creators publish videos faster, or you help them generate more leads or get more views or get more engagement on their social media channels, or you help online web stores write better product descriptions so they get more visibility and brand awareness online, clients will very quickly understand the value of the service that you are actually offering. So you really want to explain the outcomes and the transformations and the results that you can actually provide to them using AI. Now, if you just focus on the outcome instead of the technology, so focus on the results and the outcomes instead of actually AI, your offer becomes much easier for potential clients to understand. Now, if you actually specialize in one specific industry, your service can become even stronger as well. If you work only with real estate agents or coaches or restaurants or even just online web stores, you can actually learn about their common problems, and you can actually create much better solutions over time. Now, if you actually study those successful freelancing profiles on Upwork.com or even Contra.com, you're going to quickly notice that many of the top freelancers clearly explain the problem they solve in their first few lines. That's something you want to be doing. You want to be putting what you actually solve in the first few lines of your of your gig or your profile on these freelancing websites. So if you just improve your profile in the same way, you don't want to copy and paste, but you want to tell people how you actually solve their problems. Potential clients can quickly decide whether you are the right person for the job. If you make your offer very clear and specific, businesses spend less time trying to understand what you actually do as well. If clients understand your value very quickly, they're much more likely to actually contact you and get things moving forward. If you want your first client, you want to create professional profiles on at least one or two of these freelancing platforms instead of joining every website available. If you just focus on a fewer platforms, like maybe one or two, you can actually spend more time improving your profile and actually submitting stronger proposals as you go along. If you write proposals, you want to always refer to the client's specific project instead of sending the same message to everyone. If you actually explain how you would solve their problem in very simple language, your application becomes much more personal. If you want another way to find some work, you want to search for local businesses that have outdated websites or maybe inactive blogs, or even just social media pages that have not been updated for several months. If you politely explain how one improvement that you've noticed, you can offer to actually help them with the problem they've got. You can actually often start conversations that can lead to some paid work. If you continue learning while completing real projects in real time, your skills will actually improve naturally as well with every client that you work with. If you combine practical experience with AI tools that save time, you can gradually increase your prices as your confidence and your quality of your work continue to grow. Let's now move on to step number 2, which is to build a simple AI workflow that saves you time on every project. If you want your AI side hustle to actually grow, you can build one simple AI workflow that you can actually use for every client that you work with instead of making up a new process each time. If you follow the same steps for every project that you work on, you can actually finish work a lot quicker, make less mistakes, and actually deliver a more consistent service. So if you actually complete every project differently, you are much more likely to forget important tasks or spend too much time deciding what to actually do next. If you write down your entire process once, you can actually create a simple system that you can improve on every time that you finish another project. So if you start by just mapping out every task from the beginning to the very end, you're going to quickly see where AI can actually save you time. If you break your work into different stages, such as the research, then the planning, then the writing, then the editing, the checking, and then the delivery, every project will actually become much easier to manage because you always know what actually comes next. So if you actually organize your workflow properly from the very start, you can actually complete more work without feeling very overwhelmed. If you improve just one small part of your process every week, your side hustle becomes more efficient without needing to actually put in more hours. Now, if you need one place to actually organize your workflow, then just visit Notion at www.notion.so, and you can actually create a free account. If you use Notion, you're using an online workspace that basically allows you to create pages, checklists, databases, notes, and simple templates. This is going to make it much easier to actually organize every part of your business in one simple place. So if you actually create a separate page for each service that you actually offer, you can actually store your workflow, client questions, your product checklists, and even your useful resources all together. Now, if you save everything inside of one organized workspace using Notion, you're going to spend less time searching for different information and details and more time actually completing your paid work. Now, if you prefer working with visual boards and things like that, then you want to go and use Trello at www.trello.com and just create a free account to get started. If you actually use Trello, you can actually move projects through columns such as new client or research or even writing or editing and completed. So you can actually create different columns within Trello to actually help you organize this. This is going to give you a very clear picture of every project that you're working on without needing any complicated software at all. Now, if you use either of these platforms, that's Notion or Trello, consistently, You always know what work has been completed and what still may need your attention. If your business starts to actually grow and scale, these simple systems make it a bit easier for you to manage several clients at the same time. So if you want AI to actually save you the most time, you want to use it for those repetitive, time-consuming tasks instead of expecting it to complete the whole project for you. Now, if you let the AI handle the first draft, the brainstorming, the outlines, and even the research summaries, you're going to have more time to improve the quality and actually add your own insights and your own knowledge. So if you just go and visit ChatGPT at www.chatgpt.com, you're going to be using ChatGPT, which is an AI platform developed by OpenAI. This is going to help you generate those ideas, write those outlines, improve your wording, and just summarize that key information. And just explain those difficult topics in a very simple language. So if you just create a free account, you can actually save those useful conversations inside projects. So you can actually organize different prompts for different services and clients that you work with. Now, if you actually save your best prompts, the ones that give you the best results with AI, you no longer need to write the same instructions every time you actually begin a new project. If you build a small prompt library from the very beginning, such as blog writing or YouTube scripts or email writing or even social media posts, you can actually start each project a bit quicker while producing very high quality and consistent results. Now, if you actually always review and edit AI generated content before sending it to a client that you're working with, you can actually improve the accuracy and make the final work sound more natural and more humanized. If you combine AI with your own judgment, with your own knowledge and your own insights, instead of just relying on AI alone, you're going to actually create a stronger and a much more better service that clients are going to be happy to pay for. Now, if you need solid and reliable, accurate, up-to-date information for client projects, then just go and use perplexity.ai. So just go to www.perplexity.ai and just create a free account to get started with. Now, if you use Perplexity, you're using an AI searching platform. This is going to search the web, answer questions that you've got, and provide really useful links to different sources and make it easier to research content topics and actually just fact check different types of information before including it in your own work. This is a really good way to actually do some research and find some really good, up-to-date, factual, reliable information for your content creation. Now, if you create visuals and graphics and presentations or any kind of marketing material, then just go and use www.canva.com. And you can start with a free account and start with the free version. Now, Canva is an online design platform. And you can literally access thousands of professionally designed templates together that can help you get started. And you can use this with AI tools that are built into the platform to help you create things like presentations or social media graphics and different types of documents and marketing materials without you needing any design skills. Now, if you just go and check those facts with Perplexity and you write your first draft with ChatGPT, and you can actually finish your design work with Canva. So you're using ChatGPT, Perplexity, AI, and Canva. So there's 3 simple tools that you can get started with. You can actually create a very simple workflow where every tool performs a specific job. So if every tool has a clear purpose, your projects become faster to complete because you're actually using the strengths of each platform instead of trying to do everything in one application. So if you actually build your workflow just one step at a time, you're going to quickly discover which parts of your business take the longest and where the AI provides the biggest time savings and benefits for you. So if you actually continue improving your workflow after every client project, your side hustle will become easier to manage, the quality of your work becomes more consistent, and you actually create more time to find new clients instead of repeating the same manual tasks every day. Let's now move on to step number 3, which is to build a professional online presence that makes clients trust you. If you want clients to take your AI side hustle more seriously, you want to create one professional place online where they can actually quickly learn all about your services and actually contact you as well. So if you just rely only on messages inside of freelancing platforms, then you're actually missing the opportunity to build that trust, because Many clients will actually search your name online before deciding whether to actually hire you. So if you don't actually have a website, you can go and visit www.card.co and just create a free account. If you use Card, you're actually using a simple website builder that lets you create a professional one-page website in literally less than an hour using their ready-made templates. This makes it very ideal for beginners who don't have too much design experience. Now, if you find that you need a larger website with multiple pages on it, then just go and use Wix at www.wix.com and you can just sign up for a free account to get started. If you use Wix, you can actually build a website with pages for things like your services, your portfolio, your testimonials, your pricing, and your contact details as well, using a simple drag and drop editor. So you don't have to actually write any code at all to actually build this kind of website. So if you just create your homepage and just place a clear headline at the very top, that explains exactly who you help and what kind of results and outcomes that you can actually provide. Now, if a visitor actually understands your service within just the first few seconds, they're much more likely to actually continue reading because they immediately know that they are in the right place. You want to communicate the value and the benefits that you can provide very clearly in your headlines on your website. Now, if you just add a short section just explaining your services and focusing on the problems that you actually solve, instead of just listing the AI tools that you work with, if you actually explain that you help YouTube creators save time with script writing or help online web stores write better product descriptions to help them drive more sales, just explain the benefits and the outcomes that you can actually provide, then those potential clients can quickly understand how your service will actually benefit their business. So if you actually include an easy way for visitors to contact you, you can remove as many steps as possible to do this. If you add a clear button such as a request a quote or even just book a free consultation, something like that, people can actually contact you without searching through different pages, which makes it much easier for them to take some kind of action. Now, if you want people to actually trust your business, you want to create a simple portfolio that shows some real life examples of your previous work. Instead of simply saying you have some experience, you want to show some proof of work to show a proof of concept. If you organize your portfolio very well, clients can judge the quality of your work before they even contact you just using your website. Now, if you find that you need an easy way to create those portfolio pages, just go and use Canva. Go and visit Canva at www.canva.com and you can just sign up for a free account. Now, if you decide to go and use Canva, which is basically an AI, which is basically a design platform, you can actually create professional documents, presentations, and portfolio pages using their ready-made templates, together with AI-powered designing features that they've got built into the app. This can help you improve your layouts, spacing, and visual presentations without having any design skills. So if you actually offer YouTube script writing as an example, you can just include one or two complete script samples or examples with just a short explanation of the goal behind each project. If you create blog articles, for example, social media posts, or even email campaigns, you could just show several different examples so those website visitors can clearly see the range of the kind of work that you can actually provide. Now, if you've not worked with any paying clients yet, then don't be concerned. Just go and create some sample projects for some fictional businesses. If you produced realistic examples that solve genuine business problems, you can actually still demonstrate your abilities and your skills while building that experience. Now, if you just add a short explanation underneath every project and describe the challenge, explain your solution, and outline the kind of results and the outcomes that the client wanted to actually achieve, if visitors understand your thought process each time, they're going to be more likely to actually believe that you can actually solve similar problems for their own business as well. Now, if you actually update your portfolio on a regular basis, your website always reflects your very latest skills and your highest quality work. So you want to be doing this. If every example is organized clearly with some simple benefit-driven headlines and some easy navigation to make it easy for website visitors to navigate, then those website visitors can browse your work without actually feeling overwhelmed, and they can take action and contact you through your website. So if you want your website to convert more visitors into paying clients so you can actually make more money, you want to make it very simple to use on both computers and mobile phones. You want to make it mobile friendly. If website visitors struggle to find information or contact you, but then many of them will actually leave before sending any kind of inquiry. Now, if you go ahead and create a simple contact form on your website and just only ask for information, that helps you understand the project. If you just request details such as the business name, the project type, the goals, the budget, and the preferred deadline, these kind of details, you can actually prepare much more useful replies because you already understand what the client actually really needs and what they want. So if you want a free way to collect these inquiries, you can actually use Google Forms through documents.google.com/forms. If you just create a simple form, every inquiry is organized automatically, making it much easier to keep track of potential clients without needing any expensive customer management software. If you would like to build your professional reputation, you can actually create a complete profile on LinkedIn.com. If you want to use LinkedIn, you can actually showcase your experience, you can share examples of your work, you can publish useful content and just connect with business owners because it's one of the world's largest professional networking platforms for business owners. If you write a clear headline, just upload a professional photo and just complete every section of your profile, you actually create a much stronger first impression. If someone visits your LinkedIn profile after seeing your website, they can actually learn more about your experience and feel more confident about actually contacting you. So if you keep your website, your portfolio, and your LinkedIn profile updated with the same services, branding, and contact details, your business will appear much more professional and trustworthy. Now, if every part of your online presence works together, you can actually build that trust faster. You can remove uncertainty and actually give those potential clients several easy ways to contact you when they are ready to actually hire someone to do some work to help them with their business. Wow, that's it for this one. Now, if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building your own online business and creating a new income stream, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the top pinned comment where you can actually find some free guides and some free resources to help you get started right away with building your new digital business and income. These free resources will teach you step by step how to actually set up and create your own digital business and new online income streams as well. So I know these free resources will be very helpful for you. So don't wait, take action today. You can go and click the link below in the description and the pinned comment and start your journey right now. And thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for new videos. It really does energize me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.